up, everybody? It's George here, and I'm back with another video. Now today's video is going to be an unboxing video, and today we're going to be unboxing the MetaQuest 3 VR headset and accessories from Meta, as well as the Zenni corrective lenses for the MetaQuest 3. I pre-ordered all this from Best Buy, and I picked everything up on the day of release. I came home and I shot the unboxing videos. Now normally what I do is I shoot the unboxing video, and then after everything's out of the box I put everything together, test everything out, and I come back and I shoot the intro and exit videos. I produce it and then I upload it to YouTube. Unfortunately that didn't happen this time, and that didn't happen because of all the problems that I had. But before we talk about any of those, why don't we go ahead, take a walk over, and let's see what's in the boxes. Okay, so here you have it. The MetaQuest 3 haul. I did buy a couple of the optional accessories, and I'm going to go over everything that I got real quick. I picked up all of this from Best Buy. It was ready on the 10th as advertised. I did pre-order it, and we're ready to go ahead and take a look and see what I got. I also did get the Zenni corrective lenses. Before I used the VR Wave lenses, but they were sold out, so I opted for Meta's suggestion of the Zenni lenses. So, real quick, the boxes. First we have the MetaQuest 3, and this is the 512 gigabyte version. I'm sure this is going to be able to hold all of my games. I also purchased the MetaQuest silicone facial interface. I like the silicone interfaces. I think I had a VR one that I bought online for the Quest 2 that was silicone, and I really liked that a lot. I also purchased the MetaQuest 3 Elite strap with battery. I think the extra battery is going to, number one, balance it out a little bit, and number two, give me a little bit more playtime. So I'm all in favor of that. I will eventually get the Bobo VR Halo headset, but I don't think it's going to be around yet for a while, and I want to be able to use this right away. Finally, I did get the charging dock from Meta, so that I have the complete package, and using my prescription I got the corrective lenses. Now I'm not going to make you sit here and go through unboxing all these boxes, but what I will do, thanks to the magic of video, is show you the contents of each box one at a time. So let's go ahead and start with the MetaQuest 3 itself. Alright, there you have it. The contents of the MetaQuest 3 box. As you can see, there's not a lot in the box. There's the MetaQuest 3 itself, and boy is this thing a lot thinner than the Quest 2, I'll tell you right now. There's an instruction manual and a caution warning manual. There's a USB-C to USB-C charger and a wall adapter for charging up the Quest 3 and the new Quest 3 controllers. Other than that, there's not much else in the box, and I guess you really don't need much more. Now, you can see that it has a default strap on it still. I'll be changing that out for the Elite strap, but for right now, let's go ahead and get on to the next box, which is going to be that Elite strap. Okay, and here's the contents of the MetaQuest 3 Elite strap. Not a lot in the box with this one as well. There is an instruction manual and a warnings manual, and the actual Elite strap itself. I do notice that they've added this nice rubberized support for the back of your head, so I'm anxious to try this thing out. Since there's not much else to talk about in this box, let's go ahead and move on to the next box, which is the facial interface. And here are the contents of the facial interface box, and true to form, there's not a lot in the box. It's just the facial interface and an instruction guide. But you know what? I think that's a good thing. I really don't need a lot of extra fluff. The packaging was definitely sturdy. Everything was intact and in good condition. And really, you don't need much more than that. So let's go ahead and move on to the next box, which is the charging station. And finally from Meta is the charging station. Now this is definitely a great upgrade for me. I hated having to go and plug in the Quest 2 every time I got done using it. Sometimes I'd forget. This is going to make it a lot simpler to definitely keep it charged. The charging base where the Quest 3 hooks up is movable, so it looks like it'll go in pretty easy. They give you 2 batteries to replace the batteries in the controllers so that they can charge. They also give you a USB-C to USB-C cord, but they didn't give you a wall adapter. I guess they figured you could use the wall adapter that came in the MetaQuest 3 box. So that's it for the stuff from Quest. One last box to take a look at, and that is the Zenni corrective lenses. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so inside the box for the Zenni corrective lenses, we have a very nice carrying case. We have the 2 lenses, and they did include a lens cleaning cloth. So that's the unboxing, or the looking at what's in the box for all of the items. So let's go ahead and head back over and wrap this up. Okay, now that we've seen what's in the boxes, why didn't I get to do this video on a timely basis, you ask? Well, it's because I had nothing but problems. Let's start with the first problem, the Elite head strap. The Elite head strap has a battery, and it was going to hold me over. I knew that I would want to be getting the Bobo head strap for the M3 when it was released, but at the release date of the VR headset, Bobo didn't have their head strap available, so I was going to use the Elite head strap from Meta as a temporary. The first thing that I had is when I put the head strap on and tried to wear it, it was digging into my ears almost to the point of pain. It actually got so bad after using it a couple times, I was considering taking a Dremel and dremeling the headset so that I could wear it without being in pain. But really, that wasn't the big problem. The big problem was the battery. Now, after the fact, it's been months and they know that there's a problem. They actually removed the headset from the market, and then they corrected it and put it back on the market. But being on the cutting edge, getting it on day one, I was one of the people who got one of the problematic headsets. It didn't recognize the battery, half the time it didn't charge, and then it totally stopped working. I did try to get this resolved. I sent countless emails over 2 months trying to get them to understand what was happening, and they kept refusing that it was my problem, I wasn't doing something right, and the non-English speaking support that I got didn't even look at what I had posted and was answering questions that I didn't even ask. At that point, I said, okay, what else is going on here? The next problem I encountered is with the charging dock. I put the new interface on that I got from Meta, and when I put it in the charging dock, half the time it wouldn't charge. Sometimes it would start charging, I'd come back 5 minutes later, and it would stop, and I'd have to wiggle the headset and get it started again, and it became a vicious circle. Also, a problem I was having is with the rechargeable batteries for the controllers. The controllers have batteries that go into the charging dock, and what I was getting is when I put them in after using them, it would be flashing orange. Once again, I tried reaching out to Meta, and after several emails and getting absolutely nothing useful for them, I did find a resolution on Reddit. And it was simply to open up the battery compartment, take a paper clip, stick it in the battery to reset the battery, close it back up and put it in the cradle. And this did work, but come on, I'm not going to do that every time I use it. Not only that, these rechargeable batteries didn't last half as long as a AA battery. The ones in the Quest 2 would last forever using the AA batteries. So at this point, it hurt to wear it. It wasn't charging right. I just said, I'm going to put it on the shelf until Bobo releases their Halo headset. Well, Bobo did release their headset. They released the M3. And the M3 is made to fit the Quest 3, but they really did rush to production, and they really didn't look at their engineering. The problems that I had with the M3 is that number one, the strap on the back really didn't hold it tightly. It kept slipping on my face. And there's a little Velcro strap that they use to try to keep the headset level, and it's just a pain to install, and even more of a pain every time you need to adjust it. But it was still 1,000 times better than the Elite head strap from Meta. I did try to get a return, but unfortunately I waited too long and it's no longer under warranty. So I just made a nice $130 donation for the headset to Meta and a $120 donation for the charging dock to Meta. Hopefully they're getting a lot of money from people who are getting hunks of useless plastic. That being said, I did use the headset, and lo and behold, Bobo VR listened to their users and they redesigned the headset and they released the new S3. The S3 addresses a lot of the concerns that I had with the M3, and I did place an order for it. Now, they know that you just bought the M3, why would you want to buy the S3? They did give a 20% discount, and I'm sure that it's going to be exactly what I need, because the M3 got a heck of a lot closer, and it actually got so that I could use the MetaQuest 3. The MetaQuest 3 itself I love, and I'm going to be shooting a video and we'll be doing a review on that, but to get to this point was really a hurdle. So at this point, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I'll be posting another video, so watch for it coming soon. Until then, happy VRing, friends.